when President Obama first took office and Blagojevich was indicted, there were questions about what exactly did the president know? Was there horse trading? Was he involved in this? Were his advisors involved? So President Obama, in the interest of transparency, said, I'm going to assign somebody to look at this and, ferret out all the connections. And that man was Greg Craig, who went on to become White House counsel. I have a statement. Greg Craig came out with a report. It was published that read as follows in part. The president-elect had no contact or communication with Governor Blagojevich or with members of his staff about that Senate seat. Okay, so they say the president had no contact with Blago or with members of his staff about the Senate seat. Then this union boss from the SEIU takes the stand a couple days ago, Tamara, and he says the following. He talks about his conversations with the president. He says the president said to him, Tom, I want to talk to you. This is the president himself before he was actually the president. He says, Tom, I want to talk with you, with regard to the Senate seat. I would much prefer that Valerie Jarrett remain in the White House, but she does want to be senator. And he goes on to say, and she does meet the criteria. So this guy, the union boss, says, well, I said to President-elect Obama, thank you. I'm going to reach out to Governor Blagojevich. So this union boss is now saying that there was a contact between the president-elect and Blagojevich, not directly, but through him.
Right, and I was in the courtroom when he testified to that, so I heard him say it. What's really interesting is that Obama also called him like the night before the election. You would think that he would be concerned about other things besides Blagojevich's appointment to the Senate seat. So he was really hot on this guy Balanoff to pressure
that's the union
Blagojevich.
Boss.
Yeah, to the union boss. Another thing that's really interesting that a lot of people, nobody's really talking about, is that Axelrod was interviewed by Fox Chicago. Axelrod said in that interview, a TV interview, that he knew that that Blagojevich and the president had contact. So now the administration, in their self-policing, transparent effort here to investigate themselves, they're saying that there's no contact. Well, why don't you testify to that? Why don't you get on the stand, and in your effort to be transparent, why don't you put it all out there under oath?
Well, quite the contrary from putting it all out there. President Obama gave an interview to the FBI, and they are refusing to release that, and the judge won't order it to be released.